do you say when you meet someone new? Introduce yourself, of course. Introducing yourself is much more than saying your name. You need to tell some more information about you in English. Introducing yourself to strangers can be tricky because what you say depends on the context or situation. You may be asked to introduce yourself in a job interview, introduce yourself in an email, or give self-introduction in just like this, in an English class. Objective number 1. You will learn how to confidently introduce yourself using English. Objective number 2. You will learn to speak and write properly about your basic and personal information. Please don't forget to fill up your registration form online before you move on with our classes. You can scan the code right here. Now, if you're done with all the requirements of this class, let's move on to our online class. Hello there. This is Introduction, Day 1. Hi, hello. So, Fundamentals of English, our course code is E21101. And today, we are going to talk about introduction. Okay, so basically this presentation that I made in Google Slides that you can view on your Google Classroom is full of our Unit 1 lessons. We have introduction, we have my things, about myself and my school. So for today, we are going to talk about introduction. Right? So basically this slide explains what are the prerequisites or what are the things that you need to do prior to, learning with me, and we have watched all this in my previous video, so I guess we don't have any problem with this anymore. Anyway, so as I said, these are the class codes for each class under me, Teacher Chris. So you have M1/2, M1/3, 1/4, 1/5, 1/6 right over here, 1/7, and 1/8. Once we have our classes up and going, and once you already successfully downloaded Classcraft, we are going to do this prior to each lesson every day for the succeeding videos. To our English class. So before we move on and talk about introduction or self-introduction, these are the new words and phrases that we are going to talk about today. Firstly, we have self-introduction, okay? Self-introduction, to introduce yourself to others, okay? Then we have the personal information. Say it with me, personal information, right? Let's say this again, one more time, self-introduction. Your turn, please say it. Thank you. All right, so for self-introduction, the information that you need to tell the person that is asking you are this. Firstly, we have the name, and also the name is composed of the first name, the last name, and also the middle name or the middle initial. All right, so first name, last name, and middle name all in one place is what we call full name. All right, so let's take for example Teacher Chris's full name. All right, my full name is Christopher John C. Parafina. All right, so my name is Christopher John C. Parafina. All right, so let's try to separate all this. All right, Christopher John is my first name. All right, again, say it with me, first name. Thank you. All right, and Parafina right over here is my last name. Again, say it with me, last name. Thank you. And the middle name or the middle initial, when there is only a single letter over here, it's called middle initial. Say it with me again, middle initial. Thank you. Now, once you have a full name or a full word, C means Chunako, so Chunako becomes middle name. Alright? So, Let's go on to our next slide. All right, so we have all this. Now, when we are asked about our personal information, we could share about our age, our family, our work, likes and our dislikes, address, or nationality. Now, let's say it with me again. Age. Now it's your turn. Family. Now it's your turn. Work. Now it's your turn. Address. Now it's your turn. Likes and dislikes. Very good. And nationality. Now it's your turn. Or you could talk about your country, where you are from. All right, so now let's do some speaking exercises. All right, so how do we tell someone your name or our name when being asked? Okay, for example, a person that I meet in the mall or in the cinema ask me about my name. So how do we usually answer them? So this is how we do it usually. So this is the usual response when someone's asking your name. So this is the question, what is your name? Say it with me again. What is your name? Okay, very good. Now the usual response could be, my name's Christopher. So that's me. How about you? Say it with me. My name's and your name. Very good. Thank you. Or you could simply say, I'm Christopher. How about you? Please do it with me. I'm. Very good. Now let's move on. You could also say or tell the person your full name, your first or last name. All right? You could say, my full name is Christopher John Parafina. My first name is Christopher John. My last name is Parafina. How about you? So you can say, you can call me Chris. And you can say your nickname or your first name. You can call me Christopher. Or you can say, please call me Chris. Or please call me CJ. So however or whatever you like it. All right. Next we have like this. You can answer, they call me, right? Or my nickname is Christopher, or CJ, or Chris, something like that. Or you can say, everyone calls me Chris. So this is quite informal or casual, but the previous slides, usually you use them if someone's older than you is asking you about the information. All right? Now, how do we tell someone your age when being asked? So these are the usual questions. Someone would ask, how old are you? You could answer by saying, I'm over, or I'm almost, or I'm merely 13. When you say over, it means that you just had your birthday and 2 months or 3 months or 6 months passed already. So you're over 13 or 12. So you're like 12 years of age plus 6 months. Right? When you say almost right over here, meaning to say your birthday is like next month or 2 months from now. You're almost 13, but right now you're just 12 and 8 months. Right? When you say nearly, it's the same with almost. Okay, you could use this interchangeably. All right. So you can also say I'm around your age. All right. So this one, you could use this when talking to someone, like same your age. All right, like casual talking with your friends, with your relatives, with your cousins, with your brothers and your sisters, or your family friends. Okay? Now let's go back to the previous slides. How old are you? You could say I'm. then say the number right over here. You can say I'm 13 years old. So you can say I'm 14 years old. Or simply you could say the number. I'm 13, I'm 14. It's as simple as that. Now let's move on. So how do we tell someone your address when being asked? Okay, so address, we need to say where is your house, the exact location of your house, or the city or the district you live at. So now, where do you live? Someone would ask you. Now you can say I live at. Say it with me. I live at. Next, I live in. Say it with me. I live in. Or you could say, I grew up in. Say it with me. I grew up in. So since you see at here, you should tell the person, if you use at, you should tell the person your exact location since you use at, the preposition at. When you use this, I live in, you can simply tell the person the district or your hometown. For example, I live at, and I would tell you my complete address. I live in Rayong or Changner. So that's it. Okay? When you say I grew up in, followed by your hometown. I grew up in the Philippines, or I grew up in a town called Naga, Camarines Sur. So things like that, right? So here, fill in your information right over here. Now this time, how do we tell someone your country or your nationality when being asked? All right, so the usual questions are this. Where are you from? Say it with me. Where are you from? Next is, where were you born? Say it with me. Where were you born? Thank you so much. All right, so now you could answer by saying this. I'm from, like for example, for teacher Chris, I am from the Philippines, and your country right over here. Now, you could say, I hail from the Philippines. Okay, so this one is basically the same. I am from, or I'm from, or I hail from. You could use either of them. Now, you could also say, I'm originally from, followed by your country. Now say it with me again. I'm originally from the Philippines. And then when you use this I'm, followed by this, you could say your nationality. You can tell them your nationality. For example, I'm a Filipino. And you could say yours. Say it with me. I'm. Very good. Thank you so much. Or you could say, I was born in, followed by your country. For example, for me, I was born in. How do we tell someone about your family when being asked? So you could tell someone about your family, and you could answer this following questions. How many people are there in your family? Or who do you live with? Or this question, do you have any sibling? Okay. The word sibling here, it means your brothers and your sisters. Okay, so basically that person is asking you how many brothers and how many sisters do you have. Okay, so this is sibling. Say it with me, sibling. Okay, brothers and sisters you have. All right, so with the question, how many people are there in your family? You could answer by saying there are, then a number of the people in your family. Okay, for example, for me, there are 6 people in my family. My mom, my brother, my 3 brothers, and me. All right, so that we are 6 in the family. Or you could answer by saying there are blank of us in the family. Or you could say there are 6 of us in the family. My family has 6 people. Okay? Next slide. Who do you live with? Okay? You could answer this question by saying, I live with my mom, or you could say, I live with my dad. If your living situation is different from the other family compared with the other family, you can you could answer this question like this. Okay, for example, for me, I live with my mom or I live with my dad. Right? For example, but if you are currently living alone, you could say this: currently I live alone. Right? So next, with the question, do you have any sibling? Say it with me. Do you have any sibling? All right. You could answer, if you don't have any, you could answer, I am the only child. Say it with me. I am the only child. All right. If you don't have any sibling, you could also say, I don't have any sibling. I don't have any sibling. All right. Or if you have, you could say, if you have brothers and sisters, you can count them, except not including you, okay? Excluded you. You could say, I have 3 brothers and 2 sisters, okay? Or if you only have brothers, you could say, I have 3 brothers, period. Or you could say, I have 2 sisters. So it means you don't have any brother, right? So how do we tell someone about your hobbies when being asked, okay? You could say, or the person could ask you, what's your hobby? Or what are your hobbies? And what do you like to do? Right? So you could answer this question by saying or starting with, I like, or you could say, I love, or you can say, I enjoy. Right? Then followed by your hobby. Then you could say, I'm interested in. Okay, for example, for me, I'm interested in playing chess. All right, for the first answer, I could say, I love singing, or I love baking or cooking. So things like that. All right, so here you could also say, I'm good at. Okay, you could mention like a sport that you're really good at. You could say, I'm good at football. For me, like I'm good at badminton, playing badminton. Or you could simply say, my hobbies are, followed by the things that you do during your free time. Right? So, the following are the list of hobbies. Reading. Reading. Painting. Painting. Drawing. Drawing. Playing computer games. Playing computer games. Surfing the internet. Surfing the internet. Going to the cinema. Going to the cinema. Listening to music. Shopping. Shopping. Singing. Singing. Traveling. Traveling. Camping. Camping. Hiking. Hiking. Oh, that's it. All right, so your next challenge for this class is for you to do your own speaking and output for this class. Now, I have inserted a short clip for additional tips on how you can introduce yourself very well and confidently. And after that, this is the challenging part here. I want you to create your own vlog. Okay? So I'd like you to introduce yourself in front of the camera confidently this time and talk about yourself in a fun and exciting way. So tell us, your viewers, your personal information. Your video should be 1 to 2 minutes or could be more. Okay? So how do we do this vlog? Okay? So I want you to go to YouTube, create your YouTube channel, and upload your video as your first vlog. Make your first video entry as the title is Vlog 1 Self Introduction. Now, after that, once you have created your vlog number 1 and you have uploaded to your channel, I want you to go to Google Classroom and attach the link to the classwork and turn in your work. Now, for this output, you can get 10 points. All right? So, good luck. So, that has been Teacher Chris and you with me on this online class. And thank you for sticking up with me. And make sure that you stay home, all right? And take care of yourself. Be healthy, be active. And if you can't avoid going out, all right, keep social distancing. Okay? So don't be sad. We are going to meet each other again really soon. All right, so this has been Fundamentals of English by Teacher Chris. Goodbye, guys. I'll see you again in the next video. Yeah? Bye.